back up, get it good and snug. Because you want that pretty snug. You know, that should be relatively tight like that. Next. If we didn't have this tied, it would now be up, but as we were working with it, it's going to bang around in here. That's why it's tied off. So this, you can start from either end, but I like to start from this end because it's shorter. So basically, your cleat, you want to go up through. You might want to videotape this. It's not that big a deal. You just got to remember, you know, you want the cleat right here. So of course, we're going to go up through there first, pull it through a little bit, and push it back over the top of that pulley. You know, it makes a lot of sense. It's got a cleat there. It's got to go over the top. Just down around the top of that one, down through this one, back up, and ties right there. And what I do is put a stopper knot in it. You can just tie a bowline knot right there too. For maximum performance, it's better to tie a stopper knot and then just tie a square knot. And the reason for that is it allows this to get shorter. With a bowline, you get like a couple inches of, you can't tighten this, and as you're pulling this down, you'll see it gets tighter and tighter. If I had a bigger knot, it would hit this pulley and I couldn't get as tight. So, but whatever, if you know, for just going cruising and everything, just however you want to tie it, but that's how I do it. And then that cleat's right there. You're sailing. You obviously take this off. And well, that's a good part. And then this backstay, again, for racing purposes, what you do is when you're going, for instance, into the wind, you put this pretty tight. And when you're going downwind with the sails out to the side, so if you're going straight downwind, you loosen this, which allows the whole mast to move forward a little bit, and it picks up the back of the boat essentially a little bit, or it takes weight off, and it's faster. But that's not really something for a while that I would really encourage you to concern yourself with.
Is that cleated?
Huh?
Is that cleated?
Yeah, it's got a little E-cleat. Yeah, it works really well. Yeah. So that, just get it kind of snug. You don't want it real tight, but not real loose. And the stronger the wind is, the tighter you want it to do it. When it does, the wind, it bends the mast backwards, which puts slack in the back of the sail and allows air to fall out the back of the sail easier. So as the wind picks up, you can tighten it, and you maintain a lot more control over it that way. So for now, though, we're just kind of going to get it snug. Lastly, if you're cruising, you don't really have to use this, but it'd probably be a good idea to get familiar with it and go ahead and get started. It's called a boom bang, and what it does is it pulls the whole boom down a little bit. This clips on one right here, and this. Sometimes I can see too much up, I have to figure it out. Just on the same thing here. So just pull that thing out if you know this much. And then, and then that I always clean in the middle. But you can see when you pull on this thing, it pulls the boom down, and that whereas pulling the backstay puts slack in the back edge, this tightens up the middle of the sail. So it's for sail trim to get the most performance out. Same thing. And also if the sail is, if you've got it trimmed way, if your main sail is way off to the side, because you're loosening this. On here, because it really shouldn't. You want to take this stuff off. I've accidentally left it on, and you're sailing, all of a sudden it gets tangled up on something, and you're in trouble. But if we're sailing along and we let this go out here somewhere, if that wasn't there, this back side of the boom would pick way up in the air, because this is loose, So this kind of adjusts left to right. That adjusts the up and down, of the boom. So you can see if this wasn't here, and this is out, the boom will pick up like this as we slack this. But we don't want it to go up, we want it to go out. So when we tighten this, it pulls it back down, but it still allows it to go out that way. So again, it's not something, if you're just learning to sail, just going forward and not, you're just an accomplishment. But you'll want to get familiar with that eventually.